You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery. Glad to have everybody aboard. A lot of things not going on here in Gwinnett County, but one thing that is Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery, and it's going to be an all Grizzly softball episode.
Yes.
We start things off with the head coach. Kat, how are we doing?
Excellent. I'm waiting for the snow to come. I don't know if it'll show up, but
2 o'clock from what I hear.
2 o'clock. All right. So I got about 2 hours to get home with the kid. No problem.
We got plenty of episode to get to here today.
Yes.
Big win for the softball program this past Saturday, a doubleheader. A lot of shifting around, a lot of flexibility with the girls just kind of ready to play at a moment's notice. You really didn't know who you were going to play.
No, we really battled the weather so far this month. The story continues today, but fortunately Fisher was able to bump their game up as Asbury was snowed in Kentucky, and we were able to really get in some quality games.
So you take on Fisher on Saturday, part of a doubleheader.
Yeah.
Game one, you win 35-0. You get the huddle out there in left field, and you're staring at your team, and they're staring back at you, and it's got to be like Christmas. Coach, we did good, right?
Yeah.
What do you tell your team after a game like that?
You know, it was a great offensive exhibition by our program. You know, the girls really saw the ball well, hit the ball well, and I was really proud of the fact that they continued to respect the game and play the game. You know, we hit the ball, we went base to base, but girls got opportunities to really say, okay, here's live pitching from another team, and we just took advantage of that. So it was a nice outing.
A couple of long balls hit. Brittany Taylor goes yard in a ball game along with Tori Heineman. When those balls are hit like that, do you kind of know it off the bat, and as they're circling third, do you give them a little pump up?
Yeah, I mean, Brittany Taylor has left a huge dent in the building out there in center field that she's now autographed for all of time. And Tori, she's really been finding her stride. You know, we talked after the Thomas game. She had 3 strikeouts, and she was really down on herself. So we really just calmed her approach down and said, let the game come to you. So it was good to have her get a really great at-bat.
Do we know a strength of this team yet?
Our character is very strong, you know, and we've got a really strong character as far as we're an uplifting team to one another, and when other players get opportunities, everyone's happy for them, and then we're able to shift roles because we do have good characters on the team.
And so all coaches, you want to improve and get better. You scored 53 runs in one day, throw a no-hitter by Chelsea there.
Yeah.
If you could wave a magic wand over this team and improve one thing, what would it be today?
Sure, we still need to get sharper on defense. You know, there's still a couple hiccups here and there, and really the defense is going to get us to the next level. So offensively, we're doing really well, but we need to be clean on defense for 5, 7, 10, 12, however many innings.
Today we've got a great episode, all Grizzly softball here. We've drug in some of your players as well here, Cassidy and Haley. What makes them special, a part of this team this season that the team has done so well?
Yeah, both of them have really taken on the challenge of being the big offensive contributors. Currently, they anchor the right side of the defense, and that's a big responsibility. You know, you've got to talk to your outfield, communicate with your catchers. So defensively, they're strong pieces of our puzzle too, but really they are the experience from last year. They started most games, they won a lot of games last year, so they bring a level of, hey, this is what we do, and try to continue that mantra.
You spend a lot of time with both of them here.
Yes.
Can I put you on the spot and we'll play a little game here, a little Cassidy or Haley?
Cassidy or Haley. I feel like I'm on Jimmy Fallon right now.
Absolutely, that's what I was going for. Who's the better hitter, Cassidy or Haley?
Cassidy hits the ball harder.
Okay.
Haley has the smarter approach.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Who is the better fielder?
Haley.
Haley's the better
Cassidy
fielder.
works hard at her craft, but Haley is just, she has taken to what Coach I has taught her, and she can field some hard ground balls.
Who's the better student?
Well, that's a toss-up.
Really?
Yeah. Haley's a very good student. Cass puts her work in. I would probably put Haley a little bit above Cass.
Fair enough. In true coach fashion, positives about both,
it's hard
and then you pick one.
to really outrank either of them because they're watching right now going, really?
Absolutely. They're
really?
standing back here in the background. They're listening too. Better dresser?
Haley.
Haley. A little bit of class. A little fist pump back there too.
Yeah.
All right, and then you guys have a Christmas party at the end of the fall, and they bring an hors d'oeuvre or a dessert. Who's the better cook?
I had to struggle to find the answer to this one.
They're both that bad.
Not that they're that bad. I had to like research who brought what to the party. Cass, I think, came out on top in one of the desserts.
Okay.
Might have been her partner though. So I'm gonna give it to Cass. because it doesn't shine in my mind.
Maybe in the back of Newk's here, we can whip up a competition.
If they could go for some strawberry cupcakes or cake, I'd be okay with that.
Fair enough. Who's the better comedian?
Oh, Cass is definitely funnier.
Yeah,
Haley's pretty serious, and when I poke fun at her, which I do, she doesn't always laugh. So I know she's not really like, "Thanks, coach."
And who's in the principal's office the most? Who's always at your door for either good or bad?
Cass, hands down. Cass is in my office.
What are the conversations like with her?
Well, this year she's the captain, so
Okay.
this year it's tell me about the team. But last year it was like, let me rein you in a little bit. You're a little bit of country cracker is what we kept calling her, and that nickname stuck.
Fair enough. And then the toughest one here. This may be the deciding factor.
Yeah, I know. I see them both in the shot.
In a split decision, who would you call first to babysit Elizabeth? We don't know.
No, they equal. I mean, Cass probably grabs her first.
Yeah.
But Haley is right there throwing her up in the background.
Put that in the shot there, Kyle.
Both of them. Nope,
both of
I'm
them
blocking
back there.
it. Both of them are back there trying to fight for her attention. So.
Well, we look forward to having both of them here on the show here, Coach. Schedule changes this week as well, but
yeah.
I tell you, a big tournament down in Columbus. I don't know if a lot of the folks realize what's going on here, but you guys are playing at the Southampton Athletic Complex, which is where they played the Olympics back in '96 when Atlanta hosted. They played the softball World Championships, the Olympics, where you guys are going to play this weekend, and some of the best NAIA teams in the country, too.
Absolutely. I mean, you see the returning national champion in AUM, runner-up in William Carey, third place in Reinhardt. So you're going to have the best of the best represented at the Leadoff Classic.
And for whatever it's worth, baseball's playing home this weekend against Berea. They might have tied me down a little bit, but if you got an extra seat on that bus, save it for me.
Okay, I got
Maybe a last-minute game time decision. I'll board the bus and head to Columbus.
Macy might dictate your schedule, so I'm going to let Macy call the shots for the next 10 days for you.
Fair enough, Coach.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks for dropping by. We'll take a break. We'll come back with, who wants to go first? We'll go Cassidy Littlefield. We'll be next on the Grizzlies Live. Leading off. That's right. She moved up on the spot in the lineup.
She did.
Yeah. Cassidy Littlefield is going to lead off for us next on the Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. If you're looking to align your business with our Championship Athletics program, take a look at our excellent corporate sponsorship packages. From signage around our beautiful facility to in-game and digital placement, your tax-deductible support of our program will help offer a championship experience for every student athlete. Plus, connect your brand to our growing fan base. You can find out more by checking out the corporate sponsorship brochure on grizzlyathletics.com or calling me directly at 678-407-5241. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville. Hello, I'm James.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. We're joined now by, make sure I get this right, AI Player of the Year, first team NAIA All-American, the team's best cook, apparently, second best dressed. Am I missing anything?
Yeah, I don't know about second best dress.
You don't like
it? Was
just
like between me and Tom, but
Cassie Littlefield, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Which one were you most upset about? Not the best dressed?
Yeah.
That hurts.
I think I dress pretty good every day.
It doesn't mean it was bad. It was just she had to pick one.
Yeah, Nike sweatpants and a t-shirt. Always wins.
It's your go-to, huh?
It's a go-to.
Fair enough. Coach talks about leadership on this team coming from last year to this year. Did you feel it was inherited for you as a senior? Like, hey, it's going to be given to me, or I got to step up and earn it a little bit?
I always knew I had to step up. Even last year, I considered myself kind of a leader.
Sure.
I wouldn't say that I'd trump over heaven or anybody like that, but coming into this year, I knew I would have to step up more because the leadership role was gone from heaven. So I knew I'd have to take up and step into her spot.
And obviously we all know you get it done on the field, but can you clarify something for me here? We're all the way up there in the press box. We can hear a little bit what's going on. People in the stands hear what's going on. Who's the one always yelling in the dugout?
I'm going to have to go with Alicia.
That's a lie. Who?
Myself.
Yeah, it's you, isn't it?
I try to keep up everybody at all times. Coach always puts energy into when she talks about us. So I know if I keep up energy, I'm going to pass it on to someone else, and someone else is going to pass it on to someone else. So if you just keep that up, everybody feeds off it.
And where do you get your energy from? Because it's constant. It's 100% all the time for you during a game. Doesn't matter if it's 35-0 or it's in the very first inning 0-0.
It just comes from within, and just being excited about being out there because you can't take it for granted. So when you're out there, you got to have fun with it. And if you're not having fun and you're not into it, then it's going to be a long 2 games.
6-2 on the season. Beat Reinhardt twice. Blew out Fisher. You having a little bit of fun?
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. There's never a dull moment, so it's always fun.
Why is it always fun on this team? It literally seems like you guys are always having fun. What's so special about this group?
There's a lot of different personalities put into one. You have the quiet, you have the loud, you have the people that'll tone you down, the people that tone up, and it's just all that put into one, and it just makes it fun.
So talk to me about your preparation, because I can't imagine you just wake up in the morning, step into the batter's box, and hit the way you do. Talk to me a little bit about what goes into your at-bats. Are you watching a lot of film? Are you taking a bunch of hacks? Who are you talking to?
I actually take a lot of swings. Even after practice, I'll go out and take extra cuts, and that's just the extra that puts me above who else that don't want to go out there and do extra.
Yeah.
And then stepping in the batter's box, it's really a clear mind. The only thing I focus on is when coach tells me I have to get something done.
Okay.
And then when it's I have to, I know what I have to do. But other than that, just going in with a clear mind.
Does she ever tell you you have to hit a home run?
No. She always tells me I have to hit it hard, and
Okay.
then when that happens, sometimes it just goes over.
This clip we're going to show here from the Reinhardt series, the home run, the first one on there. You hit this ball, and it's a close ball game. It's number 3. Did you know it was out when it hit the bat? Because you're running hard out of the box. Does it surprise you when it lands over?
Every time. It's never a given. Even sometimes when I feel like I hit the sweet spot of the bat, it don't go over. But then there's times when it does, and you're just it's going somewhere. But the strategy is if I come out hard, I'm going to be at third base no matter if it goes out or not.
And you know what really irks me a little bit as a former third baseman? I hated playing defense against 3 holes because 3 holes could do it all. They could hit, they could run, they could bunt. And so a guy racks a ball off the gap, and I'm going to put my heels on the outfield grass, and here's Cassidy coming to the plate, just drops down a little bunt. You understand how frustrating that is for defenses?
I do. Because,
and that's why you do it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And then you look down the third base line and they're playing behind the bag, and you're just you shouldn't do that. And then you just drop it and run, and then you get on first, and you're just yeah, I did that. And then you just look over, and their face is just so frustrated. And it's
you racked up some awards last year, and the constant theme this year has been one more. I hear it all the time. How much of the AI trophy and the AI Player of the Year and the All-American and all that fun stuff, would you trade all of that for one appearance in the postseason this year?
Yes. That's the thing. Everybody calls me All-American, and honestly, I don't like it. It's not about me. I didn't get that. My team helped me get that. And if there's one award that I could be proud of, it's the Champions of Character. Because it not only proves that I'm doing my job as a leader and as a member, it's proven that my whole team has stepped in and did their job.
That's pretty awesome right there. What is the goal? Is there a goal in concrete on paper? You're motivated by the one more, but at the end of the season, you're going to come short of expectations. You're going to achieve that. What's the goal this year?
The goal for the team is to win the AII conference tournament. We want the one more, and last year we were in it, yeah, and we got put out. So our goal is that one more win that we can win the tournament. So we all have separate goals as members, but that's the one set goal that we're trying to achieve.
Does it help or hurt where you hitting the lineup? Do you like hitting leadoff? Do you like hitting third? Do you like Haley hitting behind you?
Wherever she puts me.
Yeah.
It kind of surprised me when she did 3-hole, and I was all right, let me adjust to this. And then when I got in, and I was oh, it's just like leadoff. Just I have a runner on and I got to get her in.
You just try to hit it over the fence, right?
Just try to hit it hard. Just try to hit it hard and pray it goes somewhere.
I can only hope that when I grow up, I can hit a softball as well as Cassidy Littlefield. That's my only hope right here. Because I'm starting to play this church league softball stuff, and in my mind I'm thinking, Cassidy's got to be able to teach me how to do some of this stuff.
I played in like a slow pitch game, just one,
Yeah.
and they like crowded the girls line, and when I hit the ball, I got in the park home run because of it, and it was fun.
Well, it is a lot of fun to watch you guys and cover you guys. Really looking forward to it. Glad you could be on the show here. Cassidy, keep up the good work, girl. All right?
Thank you.
Keep swinging the bat. Before you let you go here, you got this. You're rehearsed, right?
All right, I had to give a shout out to my parents and my little nephews, and also rest in peace 605, and welcome to the 912.
Oh, shout out to the 615 is back in it, or maybe she just put it to bed. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to Pat and
I don't know. The
that.
baseball teams put it to bed, so
that's true.
At least I gave the shout out to the 605.
Fair enough. I think there might be some money involved with that too. I'll have to check it.
I'll let you know.
Checks in the mail, Cassie. Again, thanks for
Thank
dropping
you.
by. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Haley Thompson right here on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, Grizzly fans. This is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Are you interested in helping offer a championship experience for every single one of our student athletes? Come join us in the Grizzly Club. You can call me directly at 678-407-5241 to learn more, or see our Grizzly Club information online at grizzlyathletics.com. There you can check out our member benefits like game tickets and insider events, plus make your online donation. We can't wait to have your support of our student athletes and welcome you to the Grizzly Club.
Do you have what it takes to compete for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies? Hi, this is Dr. Ian Potter, Assistant Athletics Director for Compliance and Academic Services. If you are interested in becoming a Grizzly through character-driven intercollegiate athletics, visit grizzlyathletics.com and then look under the Student Athletes section. We offer opportunities to students both near and far to pursue academic and athletic excellence here at dynamic Georgia Gwinnett College. Find out more today about wearing the green and gray at grizzlyathletics.com. Go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education and celebrating 10 years since its charter class in 2005. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. I want to fit that in there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk. We're joined now by junior second baseman Haley Thompson.
Yep.
Tom, right?
Yes, Tom.
Which one do you prefer, Haley or Tom?
I prefer Tom because when someone says Haley, I don't know who that is. I have no idea who they're talking about.
Where did Tom come from?
During our first meeting ever of me being here, Alicia Fields came up and gave that nickname to me just right off the bat. So that's what it stuck.
And it stuck. Mm-hmm. And you're an Atlanta Braves fan too, so there's got to be a correlation there with the tomahawk chop that you like too, right?
Alicia probably fit that in somewhere. I'm just gonna go with that.
Fair enough. We talked to Coach a little bit there. Congratulations on being the best dressed on the team. You got to be happy about that.
I am. If I can beat Cassidy out, that's always a good thing.
In anything, right?
Anything.
Fair enough. Coach talks a little bit about how she's the high energy and you're the grounded one.
Right.
Do you ever get tired of the high energy because you hit behind her? I'm sure you stand next to her in the dugout. She's right to your left the whole game. You got to get tired of it, right?
I don't. Since I'm so grounded, I kind of need that because that doesn't come from my personality at all. So it's always nice to have that beside me on the right-hand side of the field or, next to me in the lineup. It really helps me.
Is this team that special? I mean, I talked to Cass, I talked to Kat, I've talked to Chelsea, and I've talked to Alyssa in the post games. They're excited about this program. They're excited about this season. Is it really that crazy in that dugout?
It is. It's super crazy. I've never been in a dugout like it before, but this team's really special, and I think we're going to do great things this season. I'm really looking forward to it.
And it makes things easy for you. It makes it easy to get to the park and go to practice and weight rooms and study halls and all that fun stuff because you guys are such a tight group.
We're a fun team. So it just makes every single day I'm glad to be a Grizzly because of it.
And it almost makes winning the icing on the cake. I mean, if you're having fun while you're playing and then you're winning on top of that, 6-2 is not too bad.
There's nothing better.
What's the best win so far, maybe historically? A couple of years you've been here. What's a game that you remember like, man, that was a lot of fun while we were playing?
I actually remember the I think it's Lindenwood Belleville game, because it was our first postseason win. We were all a little bit nervous going into that game, and I think we ended up winning like 5-2 or 5-3.
Yeah.
And it kind of set the table for that LSUA game, which we came out on the wrong end of. But that was probably my favorite game.
How much does that loss to LSUA motivate you in this offseason? It kind of sounds like the one more tag has come from that game, forced number 3 team in the country to extra innings. How much is that do you guys talk about or at least think about every day?
I think about that LSUA game all the time because, we were so close to winning that game. We really just had one play that could have turned that whole game around. And so I just can't wait to get back to that tournament. I mean, it's kind of sad that they're not going to be in it, but I can't wait to get my hands back on Houston Victoria.
Because it doesn't matter to you guys, whether it's the LSUA or Lindenwood Belleville, as long as that tournament, whoever's on the other side of it, I'm not going to say they don't have a chance, but that's what's going to elevate the motivation.
It is, for sure.
You cracked a home run this past weekend against Fisher. You've been swinging the bat pretty well here so far this season. What do you attribute it to?
Not too bad. I attribute it to just a lot of practice. Coach Cat always comes out and says confidence comes from preparation, and we've been very, very prepared. So that's kind of where it stemmed from.
Do you learn anything from Cassidy, or she hits in front of you, whether it's lead off in 4-hole or 3-hole and 4? Do you kind of watch her at bats and see how they're throwing to her, and what do you pick up from that?
I do. I try to not, take into account what Cassidy does because we're such different hitters, but I'll kind of notice if they're pitching her inside, they'll probably come inside to me because we're both right-handed kind of power hitters. So I will take some idea from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Does it help when she's on base, when you hit? I mean, because it's got to be contagious once the top of the lineup gets going, once it gets to you, right?
It is. When she gets on base, my main goal is to hit her in. Hit runs in, and whenever since she's always on base, it's kind of my job and my identity.
So what's somebody that watches all the games on the computer, or maybe they sit in the stands, what's something that they may not know about the softball team that the message you want to get out there? What do they not know? What are they missing?
We're really funny. We're a hilarious team. We're probably the funniest in the GGC athletic department. What's
been your favorite moment as a Grizzly? Maybe off the field, ties into dugout, locker room, bus trips, that you kind of have been like, I'm going to remember that story and retell it a lot. My favorite is when we got our bus broke down in Montreat and we were stuck on the side of the road for about 5 hours. We had some very funny conversations. We did like Marley Morales from last year did like a little DJ thing. We had people, on and off the bus just doing crazy stuff. I'll never forget that. So a lot of fun, obviously, that you guys have on and off the field here. Talk a little bit of the Cassidy. In your mind, what's success or failure going into this year? Is it that AI tournament and do we got to win it, or is there something that can happen before or after? I think we really need to make it to the championship game of that tournament since we're hosting. The host team always wants to be in that last game. Yep. Winning it is obviously the prize. That's the light at the end of the tunnel to move on to the next stage or whatever it would be. But I think we really need to make it to that championship finale. You'll have a big tournament vibe this weekend coming up. Columbus, what do you know about that park? Do you know what you're getting yourself into a little bit? I do. I played high school state tournament at that park, so it's kind of going back to some old memories. But these teams are usually in the top 25 or 30, all good programs, and we're going to have to come out and play really well. And what's great, it's literally a stadium, is where they played the Olympics. There's huge bleachers, chairbacks, overhang, press box is massive. This is where the NAI National Championship been the last couple of years. Moved it on to Iowa. It's going to be bright lights, big time play here. You guys looking forward to elevating your game? Because it kind of sucks hanging around here where we're going to play and not play, really playing, not playing. You're going to dial it in down there in Columbus. We are. We're ready to go down to this tournament and show people kind of what we're about. Well, Haley, we're looking forward to it. I told Kat, hopefully I can save me a seat on that bus and I can go with you guys. I hope you can. We'll have to see. Before we let you go here, shout outs. Right into that camera there, who you got? A shout out to my dad, who again is back in London. He was back for a week, now he's over there. And shout out to my mom and the 912. 912, there you go. Haley, thanks for dropping by, I really appreciate it. Thanks. Haley Thompson, our junior second baseman. We're going to take a break, we'll come back, put a nice little bow on this show. This is Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. Hi, I'm Sean Gillespie, coordinator of student athlete enhancement for Grizzly Athletics. At Georgia Gwinnett College, we uphold the NAI's Champions of Character values of integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership. It's our mission to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence, producing standout citizens for our community. We want our friends, family, and community to be proud to cheer on the Grizzlies every single day. Character-driven intercollegiate athletics are what we're all about. Go Grizzlies! It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm James Williams, head athletic trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville. Hello, I'm James Williams.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery. Big thanks to Coach Ihlenburg and Cassidy and both Haley for being on the show here. Literally didn't have to get out of bed today. School canceled, a lot of things shut down here in Gwinnett County, but the show goes on with Grizzlies Live. Glad everybody was able to tune in here as they're going to be on the road this weekend, Friday and Saturday, as well as Sunday. Starts with pool play and tournament play. Clay on the website will have you covered all weekend long. The tournament's down in Columbus, Georgia. We only hope we can get down there, but no promises, as baseball will be at home this weekend. They got a 3-game set scheduled with Berea starting Saturday at 1 o'clock. Sunday will fall with a 9-inning game, and we'll have you covered on the Grizzly Digital Network. Baseball today has been canceled altogether. We were supposed to play at home. They were going to play in Tennessee. Not happening. No baseball today. We'll play Cumberland later on in the year. Also canceled today was women's tennis versus Clayton State. That's been scrubbed as well. Women's tennis will be back in action tomorrow, allegedly, against number 1 in Division III, Emory in downtown Atlanta. That should be a phenomenal matchup if they're able to play. And again, check on our website, grizzlyathletics.com, for all the latest information. The game from Tuesday, the tennis match, both men's and women's tennis against Georgia Perimeter, that's been pushed back to next Monday. So women's tennis tomorrow, men's and women's tennis on Monday, March 2nd. That'll be back at the GGC tennis facility. That is what I know as of right this second. And again, stay tuned to the social media and our website, grizzlyathletics.com, for all the latest information. Our tweet of the week, and again, all Grizzly softball episode here today as we get a tweet from Julie Hathcote, who tweeted, "Thanks to Grizzly Athletics and the Grizzly Digital Network for your broadcast of Grizzly softball." We took a picture from her tweet as well, and I'm going to assume that's Mom there on the Twitter account. Shout out to her daughter Alyssa, who was the Grizzly of the game. Grizzly fans, you can be our Grizzly tweet of the week by using any of the hashtags you see on your screen there. Which brings me to my follow-up point. We want to hear from you guys, where you're listening from, what's your setup, what's it look like, take a picture, are you getting any technical problems? We want to try to make this the best product possible. Use the hashtag Grizzly Digital Network to send us your feedback, and we'll get all of that, and again, try to make this the best product possible. Grizzlies Live, rain, sleet, or snow, we'll be coming at you every Wednesday right here from the Grizzly Digital.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. You can watch archive broadcasts and feature stories in the On-Demand tab of the Grizzly Digital Network. For the most recent information, log on.
Wrap things up. Marissa, Colin, we good to go? Stay warm. Colin with a shoulder shrug, I'll take it. Clay's in the building too as well. Clay, a thumbs up back there. Glad he was able to make it here, as that'll do it. Folks, stay warm today. Snow was on the way here in Gwinnett County, so be safe, be warm out there, and we'll see you this weekend from the Grizzly Baseball Complex. I'm Matt Mahoney, signing off, saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. You can watch archive broadcasts and feature stories in the On-Demand tab of the Grizzly Digital Network. For the most recent information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.